Remarks made by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump stating that he wants to make Canada the 51st state of the U.S. and annex the Panama Canal and Greenland as U.S. territories have sparked strong backlash from the concerned countries.
캐나다를 미국의 쉬운 한 번째 주로 파나마 운하와 그린란드를 미국 영토로 삼고 싶다고 한 도널드 트럼프 미 대통령 당선인의 발언이 해당 나라들로부터 거센 반발을 사고 있습니다. Okay, so those are some serious, bold statements.
Yes, they are.
Right?
Some might call outlandish, hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
But
yes.
some of these remarks he made in his last term as well.
Oh.
So if you remember, there were talks about him trying to buy Greenland.
그냥
Yeah.
근데 어떻게 이렇게 나라를 사요?
I mean,
Is
technically in history, for
Yeah.
example, the U.S. bought Alaska
that's
from
true.
Russia.
That's true.
We bought my state, Arkansas. We bought that from France, I believe.
And Texas from Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Texas is a little different story.
Okay.
They got independence. But yeah, so it's not that this isn't historically not possible. However, Greenland doesn't want to become U.S. territory.
That's right.
And Denmark, who is kind of over Greenland, they, of course, do not want to give up that territory as well.
Oh, who would want to do that? I don't think so. No.
Really. They were a little insulted. In fact, there was some backlash because of these statements.
So what about this Panama Canal?
Yes. So the Panama Canal, historically, so the United States of America actually built the Panama Canal.
Yes.
So
that's
it
right.
was like different treaties and the wars at the time. The U.S. originally built the canal and operated it. And then there were several problems, different like fighting and conflicts. And so it was agreed upon to return the control of the canal to Panama.
Okay.
But now Trump is saying that the Panama Canal, the people that operate it, are charging too much in tolls, that it's unfair after the U.S. built the canal, that now Panama is charging us so much money to use it. So he's claiming that he's going to return the Panama Canal to American control. Again, Panama does not want to get rid of the canal. So legally, who knows how that would be possible? But it is something that Donald Trump has said.
그러니까 Trump is saying 이 통행료가 너무 비싸고 하니까 지금 좀 기분이 안 좋다.
맞아요. 계속 바가지
그죠?
쓰고 있으니까
바가지인데.
짜증나죠.
짜증. 우리가 그거를 지었는데
Yeah.
우리한테 이러면 안 되지. 이런 말이네요. 그렇죠?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So, boy, what do you think? Why do you think this is going to actually happen?
I do not think that either Panama or Denmark will be wanting to give up those territories.
Yeah.
Of course, we were talking about Greenland. Greenland is an autonomous region inside of Denmark. So this is where Greenland, it's a 자치령. So 자치령, so is your autonomous region. It's basically where Greenland pretty much does what it wants to.
Sure.
But it is still technically under Denmark rule.
Right. So that would get very sticky, the situation,
Yes.
if U.S. were to say, we're going to buy Greenland.
Well, and in response, actually, Denmark said it's going to strengthen its military facilities and pour a lot of money into protecting Greenland.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So Donald Trump said that he wants to annex the Panama Canal, ANNEX. Now, as a noun, this is basically like a separate part of a building, right?
Yeah, usually have like a main building, and if there's like a second, like minor building,
That's right.
you might call it an annex, right?
근데 이제 동사로 쓰이면은 뭐 국가 지역 등을 특히 무력으로 합병하다, right? Kind of take over.
Yeah, it's kind of take, right? So this can be at a national level, like a country can annex territory from another country.
Sure.
You can also talk about this whenever, let's say, a big city takes over a small town. So sometimes like a city will take, like literally eat a small town, the city will annex the town,
Okay.
and there is no like small town anymore. It just becomes a part of the bigger city.
Very good. Another important word is backlash.
Yes.
backlash, right? 반발이죠. So there's a backlash from these countries.
Yes.
What does this mean?
So the backlash here basically just means a negative response.
Yeah.
Backlash can go all the way to, being attacked even. In this case, though, there is no actual physical military attack happening. It's politicians just coming out and saying, hey, you can't say that. This is our country.
Right.
Just negative speaking, I guess.
In America, especially these days, you have to be very careful what you say. You'll get, there are certain things that are, things are changing. Culture is changing. 그래서 말 함부로 해가지고, there's going to be backlash.
Right.
People
Yeah.
are going to be like, how dare you say that?
Right, yes. This backlash is always negative, right? There's you never say good backlash, right?
And
it's,
a good response, no.
it's always a bad response.
Okay, very good. Remarks made by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump stating that he wants to make Canada the 51st state of the U.S. and annex the Panama Canal and Greenland as U.S. territories have sparked strong backlash from the concerned countries.